Hi everyone, I am Alchemistic. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know why you're not. Go ahead and click the subscription button. I do post videos about manifestation, law of assumption, and spiritual topics. If that's your thing, join me. So today's video, I want to really get into self-concept. I know it's been talked about a lot. I know it's screamed at you guys at this point. However, I still have so many people asking me, what is self-concept? How do I do it? Right? All these different things. So I feel like I needed to do just a video on self-concept, as well as talk about a topic that I've went over before, which is my 3 S's to manifesting. I know I've went over it in another video, but I think it kind of got lost in that it was also a success story video. So a lot of people are asking me, where is this video? Because I've directed them to it and I have to link it to them. So I kind of want to go over it again, just so that way it's a refresher for you guys. Before I get into it, if you would like to work with me, the links are in the description, as well as I just released 2 new things on my stand store. The first one is the Build-A-Boo workshop, and what that is for is to manifest a brand new SP into your life, built from scratch, right? Or recreate an SP that you already have to show up as the version that you would prefer. Link is in the description for you to check that out. It is on sale right now until the 14th of February 2025. So check that out. Also, I just released a 14-day challenge. It's technically a 14-day challenge. However, it's 14 different modules in this course, and you can go at your own pace. If you feel you need a day in between, take a day in between, okay? Don't feel like you have to complete it in 14 days. Be gentle with yourself with this one. It is intense, okay? This one is for SPs as well. It is the Alchemize Your Relationship with Your SP challenge. It is a 14 module challenge, 14 full deep videos going over steps, going over manifestation, and really breaking things down. So that way you can really dive deep into it. This is for those emotionally charged situations. Maybe you've been working on this for quite some time. This can really help you with that. It will include bonuses as well. You can check that out. It is in my stand store. And if you are seeing this before February 14th, if you go to my community tab on my YouTube channel, you will see a post that has a discount code for it. So that way you can take advantage of the pre-launch price. Use that code to get the pre-launch price and take advantage of it, okay? But I want to go ahead and get into this. So, very simple, guys. Self-concept is just being the self that has the reality with the desire that you have. That's really it. People try to overcomplicate what self-concept is, right? Self-concept is becoming the self that has the experience you want to experience. Whether that's the job, the home, the car, the money, the job, the health, the appearance changes, the SP, the multiple SPs, whatever it is. It's literally becoming the self, being the identity that has your desire. If you want certain people to show up differently in your reality, you have to be the different person, be the different self that those people show up that way for, right? It all boils down to self. Self-concept is literally the foundation, and your desire is the house that you build on top, right? So the desired life that you have, no matter what that is the house on top. So when you upgrade your foundation, right, you're upgrading your self-concept, you are then also upgrading the kitchen. You're upgrading the bathroom. You're getting new windows. You're getting new doors. You're now upgrading your bed from a queen size bed to a king size bed, right? Everything starts upgrading as soon as you upgrade yourself. That is literally it. And so many people want to overcomplicate this. So many people think self-concept is just loving yourself. No. It is just being the identity that has what you want. You can absolutely use self-love to get that accomplished. If that accomplishes that for you, right? But you could literally, I've had people tell me, yeah, but my self-concept wasn't on point and I still manifested this. It had to have been. You still have to be the identity that has it. Example here, if you guys have watched my video where I fixed the relationship with my son, go watch that if you haven't. I was crying every day. I was wavering, if you will, every day. I was upset with my circumstances every day. But my core belief, my core identity, right? That's all it is the core identity, is the self-concept, was this is happening no matter what. My relationship with my son is improving no matter what, right? My son knows that I love him unconditionally, no matter what. He is discovering the truth, no matter what. That was the identity that I was being. So it had no choice but to unfold. That's what self-concept is literally being the self that has your desire. So let's talk about the 3 S's. And I've talked about this in a past video, but I want to go over it here. So it's my 3 S's for manifesting. So first, you want to stop. You want to realize that your current circumstances, your current reality was just a past selection, right? This is something that you chose before based on your current beliefs and based on who you are being right now, right? Take a pause, realize it's just a reflection. It's not your selection now, and that's fine. Take a pause. Thank this experience for what it showed you. I know. People tell me you're crazy. I thanked my situation when I was homeless. Shocker, right? I thanked my situation when I was in quote unquote toxic relationships. Here is why. Because you have to realize that these circumstances, these life experiences, if you did not have them, you would not know what you actually want. Shocker. This reality, whether you want to admit it or not, is a duality-based reality. You would not know what light is without darkness. You would not know what cold feels like without feeling hot. You would not know what sweet tastes like without experiencing sour or spicy, right? So in that sense, let's say you lost your job. It's the first time you're at the bottom of the barrel, right? And you're freaking out. If you never lost your job, you would never know that you actually wanted something even better for yourself. That was a deep core belief. Maybe that's why you lost your job. See, everything in your reality happens for you, not to you. You have to understand that these circumstances, even in childhood, happen to show you what you wish to experience, what you deserve to experience. So take a pause. Thank it for the experience. It made you who you are. It made you realize what you truly want. And then you're going to select a new reality. You're going to select a new experience that you wish to experience. And then you're going to become the self that has it. Self-concept, right? It all goes back to self. You cannot expect to have the love life you wish to experience without being the person that has that love life. Think about a person that you've known in your life that might not even be the most attractive person, They might be a little weird and goofy. But as soon as they walk in a room, boom, all eyes are on them. Why? Because they're confident, right? They hold their back straight, chest out. They glow, right? Maybe they smile, whether their teeth are perfect or not. And they are just that person, right? They're just that person. They're just that person. That is why. This is self-concept at work, right? I believe I talked about this in one of my lives. If I haven't, I've talked about it somewhere. But I was raised by a silent Jen, and she knew someone that was an associate of Marilyn Monroe. And this friend of hers talked about a time when she was in New York with Marilyn Monroe, and she had experience being in LA with Marilyn Monroe, right, in Hollywood. And they were out going shopping, going and doing these things, and no one was messing with Marilyn Monroe. Everyone was chill. Everyone was acting normal, right? And she started to wonder after a little bit. She asked Marilyn, she said, how come everyone's so calm here? She's like, this is why I like New York, because I can just blend in when I want to, right? She's like, yeah, it's interesting because in Hollywood, everyone's clamoring over you and bombarding you for autographs. But here, they just walk past you as if they don't know who you are. And then my mom said that her friend said, and then Marilyn looked at her and said, do you want me to bring her out? And she said, bring her out? What do you mean? She said, watch. They walked out of a shop, and she said there's no other way to describe it except for Marilyn just glowed, right? It's just like she started beaming light from her. And everyone started stopping that were walking. Everyone would stop, ask her for an autograph. Cars were stopping, trying to talk to her because she turned her on. She brought her out, right? That's self-concept. And you have the choice to turn it on or off at any time. To be the self that has your desire. What is that desire? Do you want to look a certain way? Look like that person now. In here. Become that person. Let's say you're like me, right? I was obese. I was 195 pounds. Most of my clothes were not fitting me correctly. My stomach was hanging over, right? My joints hurt when I walked. My joints sometimes hurt just sitting down. I couldn't walk upstairs without losing my breath, right? I hated the way I looked in the mirror until I made a decision that that was no longer me. I talked about this in my 2024 intentions came true, right? I made a decision that was no longer me. I printed up photos of what I said I look like. And I would look at those every day and say, oh, look at me there, right? Anytime I looked in the mirror, no matter what the mirror was showing me, in here, I looked like the photos. And I would tell myself, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at you, right? Talking about how beautiful I looked. Talking about how sexy I looked. I would wear the clothes that I had that made me look the best. I would do my makeup. I would do my hair, right? The same things that I do now. And my reality shifted to reflect that. I am now the body that I put up. I now have the face of the look that I made for myself. Right? I decided this is who I am, and I started carrying myself as if I was already that. That self-concept. Act as if, as Neville Goddard says, right? He was an actor, so he was able to embody and be the person that had his ideal. This is why he was so great at visualizing. I'm not the best visualizer, but that's okay. You don't need to be, right? You can still manifest by just knowing, by just becoming the self that has it. So when people talk about self-concept, they talk about being that identity, they talk about embodying the state, it's all the same thing. We are just saying it in different words so that way you can understand it. But it all boils down to just knowing it to be true right now. And no matter what shows up in your reality, it has to be true. It has to be. There's no other possible way. And you have to stay with that and then watch it happen, no matter what it is. So, I hope that simplified self-concept for you guys. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, but it is always my assumption that my videos always reach the people that need them and everything that I say is going to resonate with them. But still comment and let me know. Let me know, have you done any of the things that I've talked about becoming the self, about becoming the identity, working on that foundation, right? Let me know. And it's always my assumption that no matter when you're watching this, it could be day or night, you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that that's the case for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.